I'm Tony Allen. I work as a software engineer at Nutanix. There are some really interesting people that make the company what it is, and I wanted to get to know them better. Each episode, we do a blind taste test of 3 different craft brews while discussing a variety of topics. This is Beers with Engineers. Today, my guest is Stephan Mercatoris, Systems Reliability Engineer. Well, Stephan, thanks for joining me down here, man.
Yeah, how's it going, man?
It's pretty good. So the folks over at Beer Durham have prepared 3, it looks like dark beers for us. I know you're a fan of dark beers, so we're going to try those out. We're going to talk tech. We're going to, play it by ear here. So the technology is really cool. So what exactly brought you over to Nutanix? What was your draw?
More or less, I would say I wanted to be more involved in data center stuff. So just various data center technologies. I was doing mostly networking. So I wanted to be involved in virtualization, and this was a really interesting opportunity to get into that a little bit more.
Okay, so you want to go ahead and try the beers?
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's do this.
Good. All right, cool.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Enjoy.
Thanks.
All right, thank you. So what kind of beers do we have here?
I have no idea. I'm excited to find out here. So from the looks of it, we have one that's like way lighter than all the others. Ooh, it's like a little spectrum actually. The middle one.
It does appear to be a spectrum. This one is definitely lighter than this one.
Yeah.
This is just really dark.
Yeah.
Not super.
I'm excited about that one.
All right. Yeah. So start at A.
You want to go for A?
Yeah. All right.
All right.
Cheers.
To you, sir.
Yeah. May or may not be spilling beer on myself.
Oh, that's really good. I like that a lot. It's
That's actually pretty good.
Yeah, normally you get like a dark beer, it's kind of bitter, but
yeah.
This is sweet.
Yeah, it's a little sweeter.
Yeah.
It's got good flavor. I like it. A little caramel. I like it.
Yeah, it's not as malty as I would have thought, but hey, whatever, man. So while we're drinking beer and not talking about technology, what do you like to do when you're not at Nutanix supporting customers?
Dude, lots of beer. No, so I like to drink beer. I'm actually really into like board games and video games. Mm-hmm. So like lately when I have the time, I'm playing this game called Overwatch. Probably anybody who knows about Blizzard at this point.
It's their new big IP.
Yeah, it's a new big one. So I've been playing a little bit of that. And kind of just, watch whatever comes up on Twitch and...
So when you watch Twitch, do you like sit and actively watch like people play video games, or do you like doing something else?
It depends. So like, is there an event happening? Then I may be like tuning into an event.
Right.
But like if I'm just watching a random streamer, then maybe I'll just like kind of have that up while I'm doing something else.
Nice.
But aside from that, like I play board games. Big fan of the games that came out the past year that I'm really into are like Dead of Winter, quite good. Played Istanbul a little bit. And just various other things. Big fan of Coup and Resistance and all that type of stuff.
Nice. Resistance, the easiest way to destroy your friend circle.
Yes, yes. Very much so. Want to move to Beer B?
Beer B. Okay, let's sample Beer B.
Yeah. We'll come back to A. It's not
going anywhere. You're right. So, I don't want to destroy my palate, but hey.
Cheers.
Cheers. Oh man, that is like the opposite of sweet. That is
very different compared to A.
Yeah, I don't know what that's like, a coffee something.
Yeah, it's definitely coffee. Like it's a little bit more bitter, definitely not nearly as sweet.
Yeah.
But I would expect this to be a little bit sweeter just from the looks of it. But it's pretty good.
I'm a fan.
I like it. I like a nice dark beer, so this works out.
Rock on. I'm glad you got it.
Yeah. Yeah, aside from that, I listen to music.
What's your favorite genre? You seem like a metal guy to me.
Yeah, metal, absolutely. So recently I've been listening to a band called Idola. I'm probably pronouncing that incorrectly, but it's been pretty awesome thus far. Animals as Leaders and bands like that. Just a lot of like instrumental.
Cerebral math type stuff.
Yeah, pretty much.
You want to move on to beer C and another question?
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay. So,
All right, well, hey, let's start off. Cheers.
Cheers.
All right.
Oh my goodness.
That's like,
That's the smoothest
it's very
dark
smooth.
beer I've ever had.
Yeah, it's definitely not bitter. Like, that is very, very smooth.
Yeah.
I need to know what this is.
It's not, it's like some kind of like milk stout or something.
Yeah, it's probably like a milk stout. Like, definitely
oh my God.
has that feel. Not quite as thick as some of the milk stouts I've had, but it's
Yeah.
like,
This is like a stout for people who don't like stouts, I feel like. This is like, I can't think of someone who wouldn't like this.
yeah, this is definitely, like, if you like beer, but you're terrified of stouts, and like Guinness is your stout of choice, then this may be the beer for you.
Yeah.
But it's actually not a bad beer. I would
This
drink
is-
this stout.
I like it better than Guinness, personally.
Yeah. No,
Guinness is like
I don't-
watery to me.
I'm not a big fan of Guinness. Like, most of those, like, I mean, I'm not a big fan of most American breweries that are like, you know, the big ones that you find in a grocery store.
Guinness is like Irish or something.
Yeah, no, and I understand that, but still, Guinness is just not my thing. I'm not a big fan.
What are you most excited about in technology?
So I would say, so I have primarily a networking background. So there's some cool things happening with networking. I look at some of the other vendors out there, like Cumulus Networks and you know, their competitors. They do some really cool stuff of disaggregating software from hardware. They're kind of like almost like a Microsoft or Red Hat approach. They make software that you put on hardware. So the whole concept between networking has always been very like, you know, you buy the switch and you get the software, the hardware, and the support all from the same vendor. And they're kind of changing the way that that works a little bit. And they do some really interesting things. It's also just Linux networking, and I like Linux and I like networking, so it works out really well.
Nice.
And on top of that, they do a lot of work with, I don't want to say overlays, but kind of like orchestration tools.
Yeah, like DevOpsy type stuff, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, so like your Ansibles, your Chefs, your Puppets, all that type of stuff. And it's interesting stuff. There's definitely like a lot to it. Like it kind of automates and orchestrates a lot of the job of like a network admin. So that's actually pretty awesome, being able to do that, because I know that I had a huge lab in a previous job and it was not simple to manage all of that. But if you can do it all through orchestration tools like that, that's pretty interesting.
Yeah, I feel like it's impossible to manage like these enormous networks, like these Google, Facebook sized networks without some kind of like automation layer or something.
Yeah, I'm absolutely sure that they're doing things along those lines.
Yeah.
So I look at the big data centers out there that are like Google, Facebook, all those, and they're just probably way beyond what a lot of companies are selling.
So we're gonna have a sweatshop of like network admins just like typing away, like, oh God, configure as many switches as possible. So Kellen, can you tell us what we have here?
Yeah, beer number A, beer letter A, is made by Avery. Old Jubilation is the name, from Boulder, Colorado.
Okay.
What do you taste on it?
It's definitely sweeter.
Yeah, it's just sweet. It's like.
It's definitely a very sweet beer.
There's some toffee in there.
Oh.
Hazelnut, mocha, and toffee,
Okay. Yeah.
and a blend of 5 malts. The quote from Avery, and tell me if this is true, is, "It's like a sexy sweater for your mother."
I don't know if I'd go that far.
Yeah. I don't see that.
It's definitely not bad, but I definitely not coating any mothers with this.
So what's B?
B is by Linwood Brewing. It's called Putin Tang.
Is that a play on like Russian Imperial or something?
Or Pootie Tang.
Yeah, or Pootie Tang, yeah.
I know, but like Putin. 'Cause-
Yeah.
It is
Killing
a
me.
Russian Imperial Stout
There we go, yeah.
from Northwest Raleigh. Malt
Northwest
based
Raleigh.
with a bourbon finish
my
and
God.
hints of chocolate.
That's so close. That's
Yeah.
like 20 minutes away.
I always get a kick out of like, we made this Russian Imperial Stout
In Raleigh.
So,
Which is cool. Like, if you're gonna brew beer, like you can make whatever the hell you want. It's not, I think the argument for brewing a particular style of beer in another location is for like lambics, right? Because it's like
Yes.
wild yeast or something, right, in the air, or the water, like contents, like whatever the minerals are in the water. But if you're a serious brewery,
you can adjust for that, right? You can just get like distilled water and add whatever minerals you need to it. But I like that. I like B better than A. So
I agree. It's like ABC for me.
North Carolina.
Yep. So what's going on with C?
Also from North Carolina, this time from Southern Pines.
I don't know where that is.
The Prioress. Prioress? Prioress. Say it.
Prioris? Prioris.
Say it.
Prioress?
I like it though. So,
What do you think it is?
but like it's totally a milk stout. Like
Yeah,
it's too
like
smooth to not be like either a milk stout or like I don't know, something else where they use weird sugar in it or something.
It is a milk stout
Got him.
with caramel, toffee, and bitter dark chocolate, caramel malts, chocolate wheat, and dehusked Carafa 3. Coffee bean.
Sounds really
Wow,
nice.
that's very in depth. Not that refined. I can't
Yeah.
tell, but
But I definitely.
milk stout, believe it.
Yeah. We got the milk stout.
Good.
So.
I like how our two favorite beers were North Carolina beers.
Yep.
We're so painfully North Carolinian.
Yeah. Maybe it may not be a good thing.